Oh, crap. Dang it. Fling, fling, fling. Crash, crash. All of these little pieces. Hi, Melissa. Hello. And recently our washing machine broke down a lot. Oh. In this series, I tackle those repairs and get this 1998 Roper washing machine back up and running. Come hang out with me. Let's see how it goes. Let's go check out the Roper. The Roper? The Roper! This Roper washing machine was one of the first major appliances my husband and I purchased back in 1998, if you can believe it. Over the years, I've had to repair it here and there. At first, I resisted. I just didn't think that I could fix a washing machine. But it turns out, thanks to the internet and some pretty cheap parts, I was able to fix it pretty easily. Recently, though, it seems like everything started to break at once. In fact, I started to make a repair video, and then every time I tried to make a repair video, something else would break. So I ended up needing to repair 4 separate things with this little Roper. To make it easier to understand, I've organized each repair into its own video. We'll cover reattaching the agitator assembly, replacing the tub cover, replacing the lid switch, and also replacing the water inlet valve. In each of these videos, I'll break down what broke down and how I fixed it and what I learned along the way, which was a lot. To begin, we cover reattaching the agitator assembly. That's this thing in the middle. And the reason I had to reattach that is because this happened. I went to take the laundry out of the washing machine. Yep, just popped right out. Something's loose in there. Maybe a bolt got loose? I'm going to take a moment to clean it first, and then we'll get started. Oh, all right. Well, this just comes out. Okay. Ugh. Close this. I'm going to put a towel down just because. Okay, see, there's like a little space right here. Aha! We have that. This. Ugh. Definitely gonna wash that too. You can kind of see in here, this was loose. Comes right out. All right. Ugh. I'm gonna take another minute to wash these up. All right, that looks better, eh? We have all these parts. The way this was in the washing machine is this was at the bottom and this was on top. Of course, all of these parts were inside of here, and this somehow got loose because apparently this bolt got loose. This is really the key to attaching this to this and then this to the washing machine. So I'm not sure why it would have loosened, but I'm hoping that if I just put these back together again and put this bolt in securely, that will be good to go. First step, this sits on this part in here, and it's how this whole unit is controlled by the washing machine. So, quick tip, when taking something apart that you're not familiar with, take a video. That way you can always refer to it later if you forget how to piece it all back together. This part is next. Now I see how there are these little notches right here. That's going to line up with this part. Okay. Then this goes next. This is the thing that sort of agitates and washes the clothes. We'll put that on there. This bolt goes through there and attaches to the main part of the washing machine, so that when it turns, it causes all of these other things to work together. So this bolt goes in there, and this goes down in there where I attach it. See those little ridges on either side of here? I need to line them up with these. See if I can put that in there. So see how this still goes like this? Watch when I go back. Just see how it connects on these little things? That's the agitating. Somehow I have to get that perfectly down into that little hole there. Now to tighten the bolt with the drill and a ratchet attachment. should work. Let's just go with that. Let's just go with that. All right, this thing. This is the fabric softener dispenser. All right. What better way to test whether or not I fixed the agitating arm is to just throw in a whole load of laundry. What could go wrong? I forgot to mention this before. Unplug your appliances before you start sticking your hands and fingers in there. All right, we'll come back. I guess the question is, when I take the laundry out, will this stay in place? Please just stay in place. Oh, crap. Dang it. Man. I try attaching a new longer bolt that I got at the hardware store to see if that fixes the problem. Then after that, I put it all back together again and test with more loads of laundry. It's later. I ran a couple of small loads earlier, and then we put in a big load. And as we were all kind of settling into bed, heard this really loud noise. And we came out here to find this. Actually, what we found was this sort of loose in here, and apparently it had just sort of fling, crash into everything and broke it apart. All of these little pieces. I don't know why it just flung out. Oh my goodness. All right. Clearly, its time is done. But what if it's not over? So this is what broke. Pretty catastrophic. Yes? Yes. Okay. Clearly, we still have a problem with the agitator, this thing, coming out. Possibly where it screws into has gunk on it so that the screw can't get a good purchase. Here is the original bolt. You can see how it's black around here. So maybe if I clean this screw and I also clean the inside where this goes, it will sit in there better. I talked to a friend of mine and he said that this tub, the thing that broke this thing, that this is actually a pretty cheap part that I can fix pretty easily. So we're going to keep going. To do that, I'm going to need this, and of course that. First, I'm going to take off this little washer. Okay, I'm going to plunk that in, throw some vinegar in there. Oh, bubbles. I'm going to let this sit for a while and do its thing. After that, I'm going to scrub it with this wire brush and see if I can get those little threads to be a little cleaner. Who knows? Maybe it'll work. Okay, while the bolt is getting decrutified, I'm going to clean out this right here. I'm going to spray some in here. I've got these microfiber cloths and a toothpick. I'll wrap that up a little bit. So, I also learned that it's good to rotate it in a clockwise manner because that's the direction that the inside threads would go into. It's still pretty messy. So what I need is a little teeny tiny scrub brush. We got those metal straws that you have to clean yourself. Let's try that. Ooh, that's good. Oh, so many things I've acquired from my kitchen that once they come to the garage, they never go back. I wonder if I could attach this to my drill and get it to go super fast. It works! Yay. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do about that for now. Okay, let's see how we're doing with this little guy. to look better. Okay. Rinsed it off. Next, I put this little washer back on. I also got this thread locker product. You put a little around the threads of the screw or the bolt, and it actually kind of locks it in place a little bit better. It's especially good for maybe vibrating types of machines like this one. Shake, shake, shake. I'm going to make sure this is clean and dry. It says it sets in 10 minutes, so I'm going to get my parts all together before I use this Loctite. I'll put this in first. Next, they only seem to put it around like a certain part. They don't put it all along the entire thing. Oh, there we go. Liquidy. Just go leave it. Somehow get this in here without getting it everywhere. Okay, this goes in. Next steps, we're going to test this, make sure it works, and once we know that, we will order the tub cover, this broken part. Okay. Oh, I gotta plug it in. Let's see. Wish me luck. I'm happy to report that after several more washings, the agitator assembly stayed in place. And that meant I felt confident enough to purchase the tub cover, which I found on eBay for about $35. I definitely made some mistakes in this video. One of them, I think, is that I didn't hold the base of the agitator down while I was tightening it initially. That could have led to it popping off later while I did the wash. In my second go around, I did hold the base while tightening it, and that could have definitely helped. Also, I should have stuck with the original factory bolt. Changing that out for something longer or different, it's kind of risky, and I've since learned from other people that it's always best to stick with the original if possible. Did I make other mistakes? Yeah, probably. And if I did, let me know in the comments. It's the only way I'll learn.